The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
14's the left. Coming to you. I-14.
Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A give. This is Montgomery. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So this, CD, it's obviously such a big game. We'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on, but I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability was asked who he would...
Oh, Prescott stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Fields on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, it's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Play action now. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw again on second down. Fields eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Prescott escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Off play action, Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 14. What's the ball? 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Here we go.
Here's Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket.
To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
103 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dak's going to keep it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync. and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down at 5. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
14's the right. 14's the right.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
1st down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Tight down. There you go. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Watch out.
Looking to throw. Fields being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Neville Gallimore. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.